Hi everyone, and today I wanted to explore one very popular fan theory regarding the next Mass Effect game. Now, I've talked about this before on the channel, but I wanted to talk about the chances of us seeing a child of Commander Shepard either becoming playable or just seeing them perhaps as an NPC in the next Mass Effect game. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and do you think we could see a child of Shepard? So let's get started. So with 2023 wrapping up, we've had loads of brand new bits of information regarding BioWare's newest Mass Effect game. As of writing this video in December of 2023, we currently have no idea who will actually be playing us in the next Mass Effect game, but the most popular theory is that we could either be playing as Commander Shepard once again, or Shepard's offspring, child or ancestor, whatever you want to call it, and it's a very popular theory indeed. Now, throughout the Mass Effect games, including Mass Effect Andromeda, we've been able to romance characters, some characters such as Garrus, Liara, and other characters even being romance options from the very original first Mass Effect game. But what if, in the brand new Mass Effect game, in the next Mass Effect game, our choices throughout all of the different games, including the original trilogy and Andromeda, directly impacted who we played as in the next game? I personally think it would be very cool if whoever we romanced in the original trilogy or Andromeda, if this is a game set in Andromeda or the far future that is, had a child and then we played as that child and that character, either that or we saw them in the next game. Now, this theory became popular in the Mass Effect community after certain events and lines of dialogue from the original trilogy, such as this line from Liara, for example.
So tell me what you want. If this all ends tomorrow, what happens to us?
I don't know. Marriage, old age, and a lot of little blue children.
You just say these things.
Other fans in the Mass Effect community have headcanons as well as just general lore, such as living in a quiet life on Rannoch with best girl Tali, or even possibly going back to Earth to live with Miranda or Kaidan. These are few examples, because at the end of the day, after the trilogy ends, the original trilogy of Mass Effect, lots of fans such as myself have wondered what happened to Shepard and the original trilogy characters. And again, all of these headcanons then pop up. Well, what happened if Shepard went to live with Tali? What happened if Shepard went back to Earth to live with Kaidan? Again, it just boggles the mind. So I know you're asking yourself, how possible is this theory? Well, again, it depends on the original trilogy of Mass Effect games. In those games, we play as Commander Shepard and make several choices that impact characters' fates and relationships. We also do the deed with our romances across the entire trilogy. This also goes for Ryder in Andromeda. So what if we actually get to make this choice in the next game? Maybe in the next game, it starts off with Shepard with our chosen love interest, and then certain choices in a prologue, for example, then directly impact on Shepard if they can have a child or not, and with who. After all, some players may not feel comfortable and may not want their personal Shepard to have a child to begin with, and may feel upset and betrayed if forced to make a major decision like this. I mean, imagine how you'd feel if you didn't want Shepard to have a child, and then you're then in the next game forced to have a child, which sounds really odd to say in a script, but here we go. As for how this could transfer over to the next Mass Effect game, well, BioWare have the Legendary Edition playable on PC as well as current gen systems, and I've done an entire video on the possibility of save files carrying over, but this option seems very unlikely on consoles due to the complications of this being implemented across systems. By the way, it's very likely that the next Mass Effect game won't even be playable on PS4 and Xbox One, so it will be, current gen systems only, really. Instead, we could see something similar to how Mass Effect on the Wii U handled not being able to carry over save files from Mass Effect 2, as obviously Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 1 weren't playable on Nintendo systems. So we could see a comic strip or an interactive cutscene that allows us to make big choices from the original trilogy in Andromeda, and then this would be how we could implement Shepard's past romances, relationships, and Paragon choices or Renegade choices in the next Mass Effect game. In terms of Shepard's child, however, this is still a possibility. This theory still has some weight to it. Although not entirely sort of plausible, it can happen. During N7 Day 2023, BioWare showed off a brand new character in a teaser trailer that was 34 seconds long, and this new character is potentially, we're speculating currently on, this could either be Commander Shepard, or a brand new character, or the brand new protagonist playable character. But what if this is indeed Shepard's child or ancestor? Again, this would be more of an ancestor if the next game does take place in the far future in Andromeda. Although we can't confirm this as of yet, this character's figure, walk and torso all look to be very feminine and not male, but again we've got no idea of this is just going off what I can see in the trailer. And this character looks more human or Asari to me rather than being a Quarian or Turian. I mean, obviously you can tell by the sort of body shape there. So what if, when booting up Mass Effect 5 or Mass Effect 4, whatever the next game's going to be called, we actually get the option to choose which race our child of Commander Shepard is? Now, I've also explored this in a previous video as well, but maybe if we romance Tali, for example, we can then choose to play as an N7 Quarian or Spectre. The possibilities for this are endless. Imagine playing as a Turian, a Krogan, an Asari. Oh god, I just thought about what if Shepard actually did the deed with a Krogan, Rexel. Oh god, Grunt, I don't really want to think of that, but hey ho. But what if BioWare canonised this choice? I definitely know this would rub some people the wrong way and upset a lot of the fanbase, but what if Shepard actually did die in Mass Effect 3 and this is 100% canon, due to our choices in the Reaper War, and then we actually get to play as Shepard's child or ancestor exploring the galaxy and trying to live up to Shepard's legacy from the original trilogy. And it would be interesting, it would be an interesting way of sort of balancing out the character, both of returning veterans and newcomers to the series, as they may not have heard, they may not know who Commander Shepard is, so if they get to play as an offspring or a child, not only do they have the experience of playing as a new character, but they'd also get sort of a brief history lesson throughout the game on who Shepard is and why Shepard is important. But tell me in the comments below, would you rather even want Shepard's child to be in the next game at all? BioWare have already created an attempt at a new character since Commander Shepard with Scott or Sarah Ryder. Ryder has similar animations to Shepard, similar roles, and even does the Shepard shuffle. Most fans would agree that Shepard is leagues better than Ryder. Obviously it's a bit unfair because Shepard got an entire trilogy, and history could repeat itself here by BioWare creating yet another brand new character, or by implementing Shepard's child as the new playable character, who is basically dead on arrival, as the fanbase in terms of reception, you'd constantly be living in Shepard's shadow with a brand new character, and you'd be possibly constantly comparing it to Commander Shepard. So unfortunately we have that to think about as well. So everyone, thank you so much for watching today's Mass Effect theory video. If you want more theory videos, I've got a playlist on the channel which covers every single video I've done on the next Mass Effect game, and for more BioWare, Dragon Age and Mass Effect content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye and have a great day.